welcome back to my channel today. Today we are gonna be cash stuffing our week 1 of March. In total, we're stuffing is $2,454. So let's go ahead and count this just to make sure we have the right amount. So we've got 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 102, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1,900 is what we have here. And then 1,950, 2,000, 51, 50. So 2,150, 70, 90, 210, 230. So 2,230, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2,300, 10, 20, 2,320, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 40, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 400. So 2,400, 5, 10, 5, 25, 30, 5, 45, 50, 2, 4. So 2,454, which is what we have here. And let's go ahead and get started. So what we're gonna start today is with our month ahead, which is in our buffer binder. And in here, we're just adding a $100 bill into our month ahead. And we don't count this, so, we're just putting it in and done. Okay, next, let's start with our spending binder. So for our spending, we are adding into our groceries $100. So groceries gets 100. And groceries is empty. So 100 is what we have in groceries. Next is eating out, and eating out is also getting 100, and again it's also empty, so just 100 it is. Okay, gas is getting 10. Date night is getting 20. And then hubby is getting a 20 as well. And now hubby has 100, 200, 20, 40, 50. So 250 in hubby. And then in my personal spending, I'm also getting a 20. So now we have 100, 200, 50, 70, 80. So 280 in my personal. And that's all we have in our spending. Next, we're gonna go over and move over to bills. And we're gonna go ahead and start with utilities. And our utilities is empty because at the end of the month, we always move anything extra into our buffer. So in utilities, we have 100. And then phone bill is getting a 10. So phone bill now has 100, 200, 310. So 310 in phone bill. Next is gym, and gym is getting a 10, and we just have our normal $40 buffer in here because we're just starting the month off. So now we have 50. Okay, car insurance is gonna get 10. So now car insurance has 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 10, 20. So 1,420 is how much we have in here. Retirement is gonna get 300. So 100, 200, 300. So now retirement has 1,000, 2,000, 500, 6, 7, 800. So $2,800 is in retirement. No. What is it? It was right. 2,800. Okay. Terminex is gonna get a 5. So Terminex now has 100, 200, and 5 in here. And then car payment is gonna get a 300. So 1, 2, 3. So it's 1,300 because this 1,000 is the buffer until we finish paying it off. Perfect. Okay. So moving on to our short term. This one's gonna be interesting because we're basically only adding 5 to every binder this month. So we're gonna start with birthdays, and for birthdays we're adding a 5, and it's to my friend Miki's birthday because the other ones are fully funded. So now we have 255 total in birthdays, and I am gonna be ordering birthday gifts toward the end of this month, and whatever left over we'll put into my friend Sam's birthday to start off her birthday. Next is holidays, and for holidays it's also getting a 5. So at this point I actually have to change this. So Chinese New Year's has passed, Valentine's Day has passed, Easter is coming up but we funded it already, and then Mother's Day we've got another 5. So now we have 50, 75, 80 plus a 5. So that's 50, 100, 25, 30. So $130 so far in holidays. And I don't know if we are gonna do anything for Easter. So more to come on that. Gifts is also gonna get a 5. So now gifts has 100, 225. So 225 in gifts. Next is membership. Membership is getting a 5. So Sam's Club is fully funded at 50, and then Amazon has 100, 20, 40, and adding a 5 to Amazon, so that's 145. I think Amazon was 148 plus like tax and stuff, so we need to go to 150, so just $5 more, but that means total we have 195 in membership. And after Amazon, we're going to work toward our global entry. Self-care, we're also getting a 5. That's going to go toward a massage. So massage is at 55 now. And then nails is at 100. So that's 155. Brows is at 20. So that's 175. And then hair is at 100. So that's 275. And that's it, what we have. And actually, we are not really doing much self-care right now, so the money's been kind of saved here, which is perfectly fine. For clothes, I had mentioned this during my my budgeting, but this is actually gonna be my last month putting money from our paychecks into clothes, because I am gonna do a huge closet cleanup and gonna sell as much clothes as I can on Poshmark. So if you're interested in looking for some new clothes, feel free to check down the link below at my Poshmark closet. Most of my clothes are basically brand new with tag. I just was a shopaholic when I was younger, and I just bought a lot of clothes and hoping that I would lose weight. Did anyone else do that? No, just me? Yeah, well, guess who didn't lose the weight? me. So I'm stuck with basically a closet full of clothes that I can't wear. So I decided that those clothes deserve better homes than just my closet without being worn. So that's why I'm not gonna stuff clothes anymore after this month, and anything I sell on Poshmark will get stuffed into clothes. So with that being said, clothes is getting a 5 this week, and now in clothes we have 100, 20, 35. So 135 in clothes. Next is household, and household is gonna get a 5 this week. So now in household we have 100, 10, 15, 20. So 120 is in household. And then toiletries is gonna get a 5 as well. So now in toiletries we have 205. Health and wellness, we're also putting in a 5. So now in health and wellness we have 155. We are running low on some of our vitamins that we take, so we will probably stock up on that this month. Cart maintenance is gonna get a 10. So registration is fully funded already, so we don't need to worry about that. Obviously deductible we still need to work on, but it's at 200, so that's 250. And then oil change at 100, so that's 350. And then tolls is at 50, but I'm gonna add the 10 to tolls, so that's 410 right now. I think actually tolls I'm gonna get to 100 because that's toll / parking, and then I'll move on to a different area to save up for. But anyway, so that means right now we're at 50, 100, 200, 300, $410 in car maintenance. And then yard, we're just at 100. Okay, moving on to our long-term binder. Now that we're done with our short-term, for our long-term binder, we're gonna start with our emergency fund. We're so close to our goal of $30,000, so I'm super excited. We are gonna add 250, so 100, $250. And so now in our emergency fund, we've got 10,000, 20,000, 25, 26, 27,000, 250. So $27,250 is how much we have in our emergency fund. And our goal, again, just to remind you guys, is 30,000. So we are quite close. And once we do that, we will have a good amount of money to save towards something else, honestly. New house is getting a $100 bill today. So now new house has 500, no, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 500, 6, 700. So $7,750. Which is not too bad. And again, a lot of our money for this fund is in CDs, so we actually have a little bit more than that. Home renovations or home maintenance is getting a 5. So now in home maintenance we have 100, 200, 325. So 325 is how much we have in home maintenance. Next is furniture, and furniture is getting a 5, and actually furniture just has a $100 bill that I'm not gonna bother taking out. So now furniture has 105. Medical is getting a 5 this week as well. So now medical has 125. Okay, that's why it was so easy. Okay, so medical is getting 125. Next is electronics. And electronics is getting a 5 this week. And so electronics now has 100, 200, 50, 75. So 275 is how much we have in electronics. And then donations is gonna get 4, which is our $2 here. And I don't know how last week we were able to basically condense it, but now we have 100, 200, 579. So 209 is how much we have in donations. And again, once I reach 250, I'm gonna start moving the dollar bills into a different fund. And then for hosting, we are also getting a 5. So hosting now has 100, 200, 25. So 225 is in hosting. Okay. Just gonna make it bigger. New car is also gonna get a 5. So now new car has 100, 200, 325. So 325 is how much we have in new car. And we're not in a rush to get a new car because we just got one new car, and my husband's car is pretty much in great condition, and we only drive it once every 2 or 3 weeks because he works from home. So, you know, we're not in a rush for that. Pantry is also going to get a 5. So now pantry has 100, 200, 325. Same as new car. And our pantry is fully packed. We just organized our pantry recently and it is stocked. So I'm not worried about that. However, for meat, we're going to put a 10 in because we are running low on meat and we do need to stock up on that. So for meat, now we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 30, 20, 40, 50. So 450 is how much we have in meat. And we do need to purchase hopefully a cow soon. I think we were talking, we may actually prolong it a little bit and try to purchase it like next year. But I still want to start saving towards that. Renovations is gonna get a 10. So now in renovations we've got 500, 600, 20, 40, 50. So 650 in renovations. Okay, and then everyday budgets, this is my giveaway fund. I'm adding a 5 today. And now we have 100, 200, 300, 50, 75. So 375, guys. I am so excited for that. And then that's it for our long term. Next is our travel binder. And for our travel binder, we are gonna be focusing on a few of our trips. So the cruise is gonna get 300. So 100, 200, $300. So now in our cruise, we have 1,500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2,000, 21, 22, so 2,255. And that's how much we have. And then moving on to our other trips. For Europe, we're putting in 50. And so Europe had 200, now it has 250. And then Asia is also gonna get a 50, and Asia also just had 200. Like, so these funds I don't have plans for yet, so that's why I like just stuffed regular amounts. For Asia though, I am gonna stuff more because my husband is gonna get his visa for China soon, so that means that that trip is actually gonna happen. So I'll make sure to stuff a little bit more. For beach, we're adding a 50 to a 500, so now we'll have 550 in beach. And then friends trip is gonna get a 20, so I think we will finally be at 100 for this. So now the friends trip has 50, 70, 90, 100. And the reason I'm not really focused on this trip, to be honest, is because I don't even know if this trip is happening. My friends have mentioned it, but like we never like settle on anything, so I don't want to like stuff it if it's not gonna happen. Next is flights, and flights is gonna get 300. So now in flights we've got 1,500, 6, 7, 800. So 1,800 is in flights. And then next is our anniversary, which also just had 20, and we're just adding a 50 in there. So that's 250 is an anniversary fund. Last but not least is our baby fund. And this month we weren't able to really put too much into our baby fund because we did focus on our vacation binder, which is totally fine. Hopefully if we're able to, we'll try to allocate more based on the paychecks that come in, but for now it's not too much. So we're gonna go ahead and start with baby moon, and for baby moon it's getting a 5 this week. So for baby moon we have 100, 200, 325, 325 in our baby moon. Next is hospital, which is getting a 10. So, oh, it has a 500, so it will have 510. Next is childcare, and childcare is also getting a 10. So now childcare has 100, 200, 300, 400, 50, 75, 80. So 480 is how much we have in childcare. Next is photo shoot, and photo shoot is getting a 5 as well. So photo shoot has 100, 200, 300, and 5. Wait, hold on guys. I think I added a 5 into childcare when I was supposed to add a 10. Okay. Did anyone else catch that? And you were like, oh my god, Esther, go back, go back. Anyways, childcare actually has 100, 200, 300, 400, 50, 70, 85. So 485 is actually how much we have in, you know, childcare. My bad. I was like, why do I have a $10 bill there? Everything else should be just 5s. Okay, moving on. Diapers is getting a 5. So now we have 100, 200, 50, 70, 95. So 295 is what we have in diapers. And then clothes is getting a 5 as well. So now in clothes, we've got 100, 200, 50, 70, 85. So 285. Furniture will get a 5 as well. So now furniture has 100, 200, 50, 70, 85, 90. So 290 in furniture. Baby stuff is getting a 5 as well. So now baby stuff has 100, 200, 300, 10, 15. So 315. In baby stuff. Toys is getting a 5. So now toys will have 100, 200, 50, 75, 80. So 280 is in toys. And then food will get the last 5. And food will then have 100, 200, 50, 75, 80. So 280 as well. Okay. And that is our last stuffing for the week. Well guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.